Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jaguars of Orlando. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now ETN to start the drive. There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The Jaguars at 2-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 2.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
11.
On play action, Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Now inside the 25, Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Washington now brings this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On second down, ETN once more.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Looking downfield for Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Their 49 yards.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Jaguars' 28.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Now we give right side McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
209 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Gets around him.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
There he goes again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a 1st down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire